make some hot sauce. So let's talk about buffalo wing hot sauce. From buffalo, you're gonna need a couple key ingredients. You're gonna need some butter. You're gonna need Frank's Red Hot, and then basically whatever else you want to put in it. So we're gonna spice it up a little bit today, but in general, we're gonna melt some butter, we're gonna put some Frank's, and then we're gonna be good to go. So let's make some hot sauce. All right, so we're gonna start by putting a whole stick of butter in the pan. Now the key here is before you add anything, you want your butter to get a little bit warm first. You want about half melted butter. So when you add the hot sauce and all the spices, they're gonna emulsify into that butter. And so you don't wanna add the butter last. You gotta have warm, melted butter before you start. All right, just flipped the wings. They're about 10 minutes away from being done. So you can see here, I got about a half a cup of the good stuff, Frank's Red Hot, a must-have for any chicken wing recipe, but we're gonna go a little bit away from a traditional buffalo sauce because I like a little more flavor. So we're bringing in the Louisiana Batch hot sauce. For those of you who watch Hot Ones, this was one of theirs featured. I got the medium batch 218. For a little extra zesty flavor, High River Rouge, delicious hot sauce. It's got blood orange, apples, and pears, and it brings a little extra heat to the recipe. So we're gonna add a little bit of that in as well. So now that we got the butter a little melted down, I'm gonna add this and then a couple extra ingredients and we'll be good to go. All right, so the butter is mostly melted. We're gonna add our hot sauce in now. Beautiful. And then the secret ingredient to good buffalo sauce is some distilled white vinegar. So we're actually gonna open this bad boy up and then just drop in a little bit of distilled white vinegar there. Beautiful. That's gonna help your sauce be extra delicious. Extra delicious. So stir that up and then get it heated up. All right, as this is heating up, we're also gonna add a clove, a fresh pressed garlic. If you guys don't know, this is a garlic press. Now we got a fresh clove of garlic in there, and that's really gonna help set off some nice flavors, get it tasting extra delicious. Get our little tiny whisk. Mix in our garlic. And oh yeah, get that tasting nice and good. And for our final ingredient, we're gonna use a little salt. If you watched my salt video, you're gonna know this is my favorite to add. So we're just gonna put a little bit of Redmond real salt in there. Just a healthy little pinch there. Mix it up. And that's it. I mean, that's really all you need to make your buffalo sauce extra delicious. So we'll let that warm up, get to basically a bare simmer, and then take it off and just keep it warm for the wings, which will be ready in about 4.5 minutes there, and we'll be good to go. All right, so you can see the sauce is starting to do a little moving and shaking. It's starting to do a little bubbling. Now's your time to turn it down. And you're basically good from there. Just let it ride out and get ready to put on your delicious wings. All right, we got our chicken wings here. You can see I baked these. Did a nice little marinade with them. And then I did a flour and baking powder breading on them. The key, if you're gonna bake wings, is to hit them with a little bit of baking powder and flour, because that baking powder is actually going to desecrate the skin a little bit and make them super crispy. So these are actually insanely crispy. The skin is super dry, even though we have that little bit of marinade. We're going to pop these in the bowl and then hit them with our delicious buffalo sauce that we made. All right, we got our wings in a bowl. I like to use our mixing bowl from the KitchenAid because it's nice and tall. And we're just going to pour our hot sauce all over those bad boys, coming off nice and hot. And then from here, you just give them a good shaking. So one thing you're going to want to do after you coat the wings in the sauce, you want to take them right out of the oven, put them in the sauce, and then actually let them cool down in the sauce. So when you let your wings rest in the sauce, what they're doing is going to bring in all of that moisture, and it's actually going to absorb a lot more sauce into the wing. So you don't want to eat these right away. You actually want to let them rest like you would do with steak. But if you let them rest in the sauce, all of that moisture that reabsorbs back into the chicken is going to make your chicken super moist, and it's going to have a lot of that flavor from the sauce in it. And there you have it. Perfect wings, ready to rock and roll. And of course, you gotta dip it with the ranch. You use blue cheese, you're a fucking heathen.